57 meeting of the Security Council is called to order. In accordance with Rule
2025 has been one of the deadliest for the people of Ukraine. Civilian casualties between January and November this year were 24% higher compared to the same period in 2024. These figures continue to increase as the Russian Federation escalates its aerial attacks across Ukraine.
The changing nature of the war, the pattern of injuries is also changing. In the past, most victims in mine-affected countries were injured from below, by stepping on a device buried in the ground. Today, in Ukraine, injuries increasingly come from above. The massive and systematic use of explosive drones has effectively moved minefields into the air. In addition to minefields on the ground, we now face what can only be described as minefields in the sky, indiscriminately killing and maiming civilians.
Сегодняшнее заседание лишь наглядно высвечивает заинтересованность Лондона, Парижа и Берлина и других европейских столиц.
If we place the numbers of energy imports side by side with Russia's military budget last year, estimated at around $145 billion, the picture becomes unmistakably clear. The purchases of Russian energy by just three biggest consumers exceeded by far the entirety of Russia's annual defense spending. In other words, due to the absence of UN-mandated sanctions, an absence ensured, of course, by Moscow's abuse of veto in this council, a number of states are effectively sustaining Putin's war machine through their growing imports of Russian oil, gas and coal. Testimony. Regrettably, we call upon the European Union, the United States of America and all other peace-loving countries to introduce massive secondary sanctions against all those countries who keep supporting Russia's war-making machine. The broader the coalition of states that refuse to subsidize Russian aggression through energy imports, the sooner this war will come to an end.
I thank the representative of United States for the statement.
И по расчету украинцы уже заплатили ужасающую цену, но их хотят заставить заплатить еще больше, отлавливая на улицах не желающих воевать мужчин и бросая их в бессмысленную братоубийственную мясорубку. Кто-то из инициаторов этого заседания может внятно сформулировать, зачем украинцев заставляют воевать против их воли, когда на столе находятся вполне реалистичные предложения о долгосрочном и устойчивом урегулировании украинского конфликта, над которым кропотливо работают наши американские коллеги. Чего хотят добиться европейские кураторы Украины, которые прекрасно понимают реальную, катастрофическую для этого государства ситуацию на поле боя?
Excellency Tanya Fayon, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Slovenia. I thank
the rising humanitarian cost of this war, particularly against women and children, is unacceptable, and it will ripple through for decades across the region. Meanwhile, as the winter continues to grow colder and darker, strikes in populated areas and against Ukraine's energy grid continue, leaving millions without heat and power. The killing must stop. Both sides must choose peace.
Too much for too long. They deserve to return to their homes and to rebuild their lives and their country.
This is a war that President Putin started. He could, if he wished, end it at any time by ceasing his full-scale invasion. We continue to hope that Russia will engage seriously with peace talks. But despite the genuine efforts of partners to mediate, Russia's campaign against Ukraine has only intensified in its brutality.
Representative of United Kingdom for the statement, and So the meeting is adjourned.